Hey everybody, Cody here with Let's Talk About Scents. And just in case you don't follow me on my TikTok or on my Instagram, then we have something very special in store for you right now. I have had the utmost pleasure of speaking with the lady by the name of Rhea that owns a small business of her own that is the Hare Witch Shoppe. Rhea at the Hare Witch Shoppe has created something that I am absolutely in love with right now because it is all inspired and modeled after my favorite movie of all time, The Lost Boys. Yes, that's my Lost Boys t shirt. She has created fragrances that are all revolved around the characters. So each bottle is a character, the character's name, and then they have their own notes. Rhea puts a ton of work and effort into this, and I tell you, just the amount of work and the amount of craftsmanship that goes into this is fascinating in its own. I have always viewed fragrance the same as art. A lot of times I kind of picture fragrance as a painter. You, when creating a fragrance, you creating your mixtures, you add something, and then you have to let it sit, let all of the ingredients meld together, and then you come back and smell it, and then you add something else. The same way as if a painter or an artist creating an art piece makes a line, steps back, looks at the line, goes back in for a little bit more until it's a finished piece. What she has created here is absolutely a work of art. So we're going to show you all of this, get down into it, get into the notes of these fragrances, tell you which one my favorite is, and at the end, like I always do, I'm going to leave all of her information. You guys are most definitely going to want to go and check this out. This is a collector's dream. Like I said, this is after The Lost Boys. It's a 1987 vampire movie. It's been my favorite film since I was a young child. I can literally recite every word to this film. My kids have seen it. I've probably seen this film over 1,000 times. Guaranteed. That is no joke. That is no exaggeration. It's absolutely phenomenal. So if you've not seen the film, I highly, highly advise you to go and watch it. I urge you to go and watch this film whenever all this is said and done. And if you like fragrance and you love this film, then you need to own this. Alright, so first things first. When you get the package, Rhea has these fantastic, very, very sweet cards in there. She has wrote me here on this one, and then this one is just a little bit about her shop. Has her wax stamp down here with the hare, because she is the Hare Witch Shoppe. Then, in there is the welcome or greetings from Santa Carla postcard with the Bloodsucking Brady Bunch right there as we speak. All of the vampires right there. Super awesome. And then you are going to have the missing posters, because these were young kids that ended up going missing. Parents didn't look for them, or they didn't have parents or whatever, but they were basically turned into vampires, and that's the story. Just kind of ruffians or missing kids, the same as with the young boy that's in the film, Laddie or whatever. He's on the milk cart and he's missing. They've kind of took him in, Star has, and he's a big part of the family or whatever. You know, once you become one of them, now you know what you are, now you know what we are. Like, that is what they say in the film. Also included, there's a comic book that is a very, very, very main part and main feature in that film. She has included it. But inside of this comic book is actually something very cool. When you open this up, it has each of the characters character names, and then the notes that are in the fragrance. So awesome to have this and have the notes inside and telling you which one. I mean, amazing idea. Kudos to you, Rhea. I absolutely love this. That's so fantastic. So, now, let's get into the bottles and let's get into the notes and we'll show them off here. She has sent over these 10 milliliter bottles. That's Michael right here. Glass bottles. Super great atomizer on them. Really love the shape and the way that these bottles are made. I'm going to spray this one out here. Look at that. Perfect atomizer. Love it. And I'm just going to go ahead and mention before we get into the notes here, the sillage and longevity on these fragrances are excellent. The last time I tested all these, you know, a couple of days, I've wore these for a couple of days on paper on my tester strips. I sprayed all of these in my room here where I shoot my videos. 2 days later, I come in here and you can still smell it. They are absolutely insane projectors and longevity. So I don't know what she's using, but it is excellent. All right, first up is Michael. It's Gardenia, Palo Santo, Lavandin, and Vanilla. Palo Santo, immediate, like huge off this one. And then Vanilla. That's what I get. Strong Palo Santo. And Vanilla dries down to a really nice vanilla. We have 5 of these guys, so I'm going to try and, go through them fairly quickly. Love the smell of the Michael. I love Palo Santo. It smells fantastic. She's done an excellent job blending those. Really great. Up next, we've got Michael here. Woo! Michael is cedarwood, rose, and lavandin. Oh. Heavy on the rose. I'm not huge on rose fragrances. This one does dry down, and a lot of that cedarwood comes through. And, I mean, I love cedarwood. Who doesn't love cedar? So, that one's good. I would have to put it as probably 4th to last on the list there. Let's go ahead and comb through here. Up next is Dwayn. Dwayn here says it has dragon's blood and frankincense. Not entirely sure what dragon's blood is. Don't believe I've ever had anything with dragon's blood in it until now. So thank you, Rhea, for introducing me to dragon's blood. There is a really nice sweetness into this one. The frankincense is excellent in this fragrance. I am not big on frankincense. I believe the last frankincense fragrance that I really enjoyed that had frankincense in it was Jubilation 25 from Amouage. This is excellent. This is probably my second favorite out of it. It is a very mellow frankincense, has kind of this spicy earthiness to it, and then a really nice sweetness, almost like almost has a cherry, like a very earthy, sweet cherry. Really excellent. I love Dwayn. That's my second favorite out of the bunch here. I meant to say Michael is my third. So now we're getting in to Marko. Marko is ylang ylang, peppermint, bergamot, and grapefruit. Oh, that's nice. Okay, peppermint's pretty strong off the get-go. Opening is a lot of that ylang ylang and peppermint. Maybe a slight bit of that bergamot. I don't get a lot of the bergamot and grapefruit. maybe more like the rind, like the very, very, very bitterness of none of that sweet citrus coming through. Very bitter. Ylang ylang and peppermint. That's that one out of all of the 5 or whatever is probably my least favorite out of the 5. It's not a bad fragrance by any means, so don't take it. It's just the notes in it or whatever is not really what I tend to gravitate towards. And then, but at the same time, I didn't know that frankincense and dragon blood was going to be my second favorite out of all these. So it's give or take, guys. Like I said, you know, subjectiveness. I talked about that in my videos. Always go back to subjectiveness of fragrances. Never know. Never know. Always try it, man. Sample, enjoy, try something different, wear it around for a couple of days, see what you like. I have worn fragrances before and did not like them, did not care for them. Months later, try the fragrance out again and then grow to love it. It's a very odd thing that happens, but I mean, it does happen. So, last but not least is going to be Paul. Paul is going to have some similar notes that we listed earlier in Michael and in the David fragrance. So, we have lavender and vanilla and Palo Santo. So, you basically, yeah, see, that's fantastic. That Palo Santo coming through super strong. Almost has this, I know this is going to sound a little off-putting to put it this way, but a polish. Almost like if you used a certain kind of polish, like whether that be like a shoe polish or a floor polish, it has this hinge in the back of it that is just like that, but it's not bad. It's like that smell of an older kind of wood, like polished older, like antique wood, very dry, and then that vanilla comes through on this one, gives it this very creamy sweetness on top of that dry, polishy kind of wood. It is a very, very unique mixture for it to just be the 3 fragrances, the 3 notes that are inside of that. It is wild what it does to your nose. It's so different. So basically, we cut out that rose and that cedar that I don't care much, or the rose that I don't care much for in the David, and then we take out the gardenia from the Michael, which was that floral note that I can't, break past. Like, I'm not huge on florals. Florals, if they're done right, it's hard to explain on florals. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with florals. So they can be too soapy, too green. Like, it just so much area to go wrong and right with florals for me. So, but this, yeah, Paul's my favorite. The Palo Santo, lavender, and that vanilla. It's unique, very unique, guys. That is the Lost Boys fragrances. That's the 5 right there. You've got Michael, David, Dwayn, Paul, Marko, the Bloodsucking Brady Bunch. Excellent movie, excellent fragrances, excellent art piece. You guys have to go over to Rhea's shop, the Hare Witch Shoppe, and check this stuff out. Show her some love. I'm going to leave all of the stuff in the links below. Please go and, at least if you want to just sample. She makes smaller sizes than this. So affordable on the prices, and you're getting such a cool package when you get this. Like, it is just a collector's piece in its own sense, regardless if you like the fragrances or not. Like, these are excellent just to own. Movie buffs everywhere. Rhea, thank you so much again for sending this over to me. I absolutely love this. This is one of the things that has absolutely just made my year. So kudos to you. Thank you. Guys, that's all we have for you. If you've got any questions, if I didn't cover anything and you would like some, further detail, leave it in the comments below. I love responding to you all in the comments. I love getting comments and you all sharing that love. Constructive criticism, man, I take it. I don't care whatever you have to say. If I've done something wrong or if I've said something wrong, tell me in the comments. I've only been at this for 2 months. We're just getting better. We're growing with you guys. I want you all to grow with me. And I hope that I can bring you more reviews and better reviews to come. And I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned because we do have a lot of reviews coming up. If you've watched any of my unboxings, you already know that we have 4 other things ready to be reviewed right now. So please stay tuned. Check back in. Make sure you're subscribed. You hit that like, hit that subscribe button, have that bell notification turned on, and we will see you next time. Thanks.